Hey, my amazing artists. Welcome to another awesome art activity for our 4th week of virtual learning together. Today, we're going to be doing what I like to call scribble art by creating a continuous line. Let's start with our learning target though. I can create art using a continuous line. So what is a continuous line and what does it have to do with scribbling? Well, a continuous line is when an artist decides to draw a picture without picking their pencil up off of their paper. They have to keep going using only one line and bending it and turning it to complete their drawing. Now, again, why is this like a scribble? Well, most of the times when we scribble, it's a fast kind of drawing with a lot of emotion behind it, whether that emotion might be anger or frustration. We do scribbles most of the time when we maybe don't want to do something else. Now, if you slow that scribble down though, you'll notice that a scribble is also a continuous line. And that's why our drawings today are going to look similar to a scribble. So let's go ahead and grab out our art supplies to do some continuous line drawing scribbles. All right, artists, here's what we're going to need. We're going to need at least one piece of paper, possibly two if you want to do a practice first. We're also going to, of course, then need our pencil and eraser. And I have a crayon and a Sharpie here to help trace my scribble when I have it the way I want it. We're also going to color in and decorate our scribbles a little bit. So you can choose whatever art material you want to use, whether that might be watercolor paints, markers, crayons. Today, I might even try out my beeswax crayons that I have when I do my coloring. These crayons are super smooth and I really love the bright, vibrant colors that they make. So I might pick that for my art material. These are the things that you need to go get right now. Again, at least 1 or 2 sheets of paper, pencil with eraser, a Sharpie or black crayon to trace your lines, and whatever coloring material you would like. Pause the video here, go grab your art supplies. All right. Hopefully you have your art supplies now and we're ready to do some scribbling. So first thing first, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let loose a little bit and I'm just going to do crazy kind of scribble. Again, my scribble here, if I were to slow that down a little bit, you would see that it was all one line that went around in different ways. I also pushed a little bit harder because of the fact that when we do scribble, we sometimes feel that might be out of anger or frustration. But I don't want something this small on my paper. So I need to think about how my scribble might look. I'm going to flip my paper over and I'm going to slow my scribble down a little bit now. I might take it from over here to there. Like that. Now, that's one way to do it, but I still think that was a little bit too fast for me. I could slow my scribble down even a little bit more and make my scribble even more interesting. So I'm going to try one more time and I'm going to make my scribble even slower this time. I think I'll start right up here and I'm going to move this way and maybe that way. Come up and around. And I'm just trying to make my line move around my paper in an interesting kind of way. I like to call it kind of meandering around my paper. Meandering is when you walk around with no particular place to go. So you kind of end up wandering this way and that way and coming back around and maybe even doing a loop or two some places or straight down and around until I come back to where I started. Now I like this scribble a lot better than that one. Why? Because it has nice wide open areas and I really thought about how my line moved around my paper. So first thing first, my friends, maybe try a hard, fast scribble, practice drawing a slower scribble, and then even try one more where you really try to fill up your whole page and slow down and think about where your hand is moving. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to Sharpie this up really quickly. All right, I went ahead, I Sharpied up all of my lines, trying my best to stay on my pencil line. I even used my nice big eraser to help erase out any pencil lines that I might have missed. Now comes the fun part today, my friends. We've drawn our continuous line, or in this case, we're saying it's our scribble. Now we get to do some coloring and some decorating in it. Now, different ways that we can color and decorate this in. One way, I just did my texture hunt last week. Maybe I could go around and I could fill in the different parts of my scribble with some different textures. Or a second way, I could go in and I could draw with maybe a crayon some different designs in each, like straight lines and smiley faces. I could add stars and little hearts, and then I could watercolor over it. Or I could just do it the traditional way and color in each different area with as many different colors as I would like. Whichever way you would like to do it, my friends, is up to you, of course. But when you're all done, all of your different bubbles inside of your scribble should be well decorated or colored in. I'm going to go ahead and speed up my coloring in to show you what it'll look like when I am all done with my scribble art today. All right, here is my finished example of scribble art. Now again, there's no right or wrong way to color this in. Have fun either adding textures to each part, adding designs and different patterns, or just like I did, using a fun art material to just color it completely in. However you want to finish it off is up to you. If we were in art class, I would also have you cut out your shape and maybe glue it down on a nice black piece of paper to finish it off. But if you prefer it with a white background, you can leave it that way, or you could also just color black around it to help really finish it off nicely. I hope you have a lot of fun trying some scribbling and getting some coloring in to help feel some different emotions, whether that might get angry with your scribbling or maybe relaxed with your coloring. Have fun trying this continuous line drawing and coloring.